In this video, I will walk you through basics of Meno, how it works from the very beginning to the more advanced concepts. So the first thing which you will see when you will open a blank project in Meno is this view. And to start creating something, you can click on Add button, or you can use shortcut Command E or Command K. And I can type div and click enter, and right now in the tree structure on the right side you will see a first div. If I would like to add one more, I can do the same, and right now in the tree structure you will see nested divs. To change the tag, I can type here, for example, h1, and right now I can pick a text like hello world, and this way text has been created in an element with tag h1. If I would like to start adding styles, I can click here add, or I can use a shortcut space fs enter 40 pixels. So this way I added first style. If I would like right now to resize it, I can click option and drag this style to the correct value I would like to have. And when I want to add more styles, I just type space, letter spacing, for example. And this way I'm adding next styles. If I would like to add more elements, I can just copy and paste it. But if I will change this one, you will see that the rest of them are not changing. And to make the scalable systems where I can change one thing and multiple of them will change at the same time, we can use variables or components. Variables are a little bit more easier on the beginning to start with. So in this video, we will start with variables. So to add your first variable, hover over the style and you will see here a link to variable icon. I can click add new, pick a name. For example, in this case, it will be heading, and we'll pick size 1 because this will be the property for the heading size 1 value, and group is automatically selected. So I can just click create. And this way, when I will reuse this component with this variable heading size 1 and I will edit it, you'll see that those styles are just automatically changed everywhere where we use variable. So for example, if I will link it to this variable here, right now this is added to this variable. If I would like to add a variable for heading size 2, I can also click in here, click duplicate, pick size 2, and right now pick the value for size 2, and right now I can decide if it will be size 1 or size 2. And this way we can create a system of variables which are in a very simple way connected with our elements. So in a very pure way we can make the system which is a little bit scalable, but in the same time it is not breaking our flow in changing the styles in general, because the next step will be creating components. Basically, why do we need to create components? Because let's say right now I would like to make all headings blue, or then I can just click color blue, and you will see that only one of them, of course, has blue color. If I would like to add this property to all headings, we need to make the system more scalable and use component. So right now, if I click here, I can click convert to component, or I can use a shortcut, Command A. And this way, create component modal pops up, and you can see that a text property has automatically been defined. So if I just type heading, you'll see that the text hello world has been automatically passed here. So properties like text, images, links are automatically created. You don't need to do them. But if you would like, you can unselect them and then it will be created as a pure component. So right now, let me show you how it works with the components. If I would copy and paste this component and I will start editing something like, let's say I will add color blue, this style will be added to all components. So this is very cool way to create a scalable systems, but to use components, you will need to use like double click to go into editing mode. So if you just click once, you will see just properties of this component. If you click twice, then you see properties of this component, and you have to click out of the component to go back to the main view. So if it feels a little bit more too technical for you, I would recommend to keep with variable system. But if you like more advanced things, go ahead and go with components to create scalable systems. So creating components is also a second step. So the variables would be the first step, components would be the next step, and properties in the components would be one more. You don't have to use properties if you don't want, because if you, let's say we have heading 1 and we want to have heading 2. So we have we can actually have few options. The first one would be just create few components, like component headings 1, heading 2, heading 3. But then some properties would be not connected. Let's say letter spacing. We would like some part of the component to be the same for all headings, but just make the different on the size or on the color. To do it, we have two options. First one is accept inline styles. If I click accept inline styles, and let's say I will remove the color. To remove the color, we can click here and click delete, or there is also a shortcut for it. Just hold option and it will automatically be removed. This is super useful if you have more things which you would like to remove. And right now, if I clicked accept inline styles, you will see here a style panel. And this is very useful. Let me show it one more time. If I unselect it, there is no style panel. But if I click on it, we have a style panel. And this way we make this component, we give it ability to style. So right now I can pick color blue just for this one. Or I can set font size and pick font size 2 for this component. So this is like one more step where you create components and adjust the components using styles on top of the component. And this is cool, but still it can be even more scalable. And the next step would be properties. So we can define a property like size, and then this property will automatically pick which size we would like to have for this property. So let me remove those styles, and right now let's go back to uncheck this accept inline styles. Instead of it, we will create a property size, and it will be a little bit more advanced. We can pick different types of properties. So we have text properties, we have select. Select gives us ability to have multiple options. So I will create option 1, 2, 3, and with this checkbox I can pick which one is default. So in this case 1 will be a default one, and when we have a property size, I can click on any style and click map to prop. This way it will be mapped with a property. I can pick which one. In this case, it will be size. So I can define a style for each option. For 1, I will pick this one. For 2, I will pick this one. And for 3, I can create one more variable, or I can just type, let's say, 30 pixels. And right now, if I go back to the main view, to go to main view, I can click out of the component. I can click in this arrow here, or I can use a shortcut escape, and this way I also go back to the main view. And right now you will see a size property. So when I will change it, I can define a size, and this is a very scalable way to define sizes for you as a user, for marketing team, and also for AI to be able to actually pick correct sizes, so it doesn't need to even go through all variables. It just checks the component heading, it checks which props it has, and it's using the correct one. So this is a very cool way to use to make scalable systems. But still, we can go even one more farther with scalable systems and use slots. So sometimes we need to put one component into another one, and then we have to use slots. So for example, this element, I will give it a style padding 80 pixel, 40 pixels. So vertical is 80 pixels, horizontal padding is 40 pixels. I can also hold option to change those paddings, and the very simple way would be just to give it a property, for example, section padding, and we have a prop and a variable, and we can reuse this variable on multiple elements. And this is a very simple way, and you can use it if you don't want to make it too complex. But if you would like to make this system a little bit more complex but still more scalable, for this presentation, I will copy and paste this div. We have one more here, and if I use just Command V, I will paste it inside. But if I would copy it and use Command Shift V, it will be pasted after. So this way we have two elements. And of course, if I would change padding of this one, the top one will not be changed. But let me remove all the elements inside of this div, and let me convert using shortcut Command A, convert it to component section. Right now, inside of the section, after double click, I can add a slot. And if a component has a slot, when we put something inside of this, in this case, I will add heading. So using shortcut Command E, you can not only add divs, but you can also add any component which you have. So when you build the scalable system, you can use Command E and then add different elements. And in this case, you can add one component into another one using element slot. In Meno, each component can have only one slot, so if you need multiple slots, you just need to create multiple components, and then in each one you have one slot, and it makes the system more simple. It's of course not super simple, still it's some, if you would like to make it more simple, as I told you earlier, use variables, and components with slots use only if you need to make it more scalable. And it's very useful because components like section can have different properties like size, like color, and then you can this way make it more and more complex. So I think that's a very good start for the beginner in Meno. So this will be the first 0 to 1 in Meno video. If you like it, let me know, and I will record more videos on topics to make it more, to go through them in a little bit slower pace, because in this video I wanted to go through everything what is the most important to start working with Meno. But of course in the next videos we will discuss collections, CMS, more advanced components, maybe some backend functions. We'll discuss localizations, because right now, and also responsiveness, because in general Meno has everything what you need to build a professional website. And yeah, in the next videos we will discuss it. So thank you very much for watching me, and see you in the next one.